Here I am, waiting at the crossroads of my life. Listen, anyway, regular customers, I've got to tell you something. Now, I've just got to read this shit out because you probably won't be aware about it in America. So let's go. Anyway, right. So in these times, we are fighting a battle of survival for a hard-won freedom that have been won for hundreds of years since Magna Carta in 1215 in Britain. That is. In America, you had your freedoms before you even got independence. But I'm afraid we're all in a dangerous time now because the media has gone completely mad. Completely mad. So where does this woman Caroline Flack fit into it then? Well, I'd never heard of this woman. I mean, I don't watch this kind of TV, so people with about one chromosome between their ears, it don't really appeal to me. But I've done a little bit of research. She started her career about 15 years ago as a kids' TV anchor on the BBC. And if you get a job at the BBC, you got a job at the BBC for life, as long as you don't say anything racist or homophobic, especially. So, as a result of doing what a lot of these presenters do, they work in children's TV, and then somehow the airheads get a job. And in her case, she got a job on early morning TV, just doing those little snippet bits where they say, "Oh, let's go and see Roger or Dave, who's out on the streets today, knocking on people's doors." So she got from there, and then she got a place on the what was it, Dancing with the Stars or whatever it is, Saturday night. Come dancing, come in my pants, whatever it's called. But it's a very popular show, and she won one of the series. But don't be too impressed because she actually went to dancing school, so that's actually cheating, isn't it? But anyway, as a result of winning that, she got a job as the anchor of a show called Love Island. Now, I don't know if you've got this in your country, but it's incredibly popular in Britain at the moment. Young people and girls, they like that kind of thing, pretty people, muscly guys, that kind of thing, all just talking like dimwits all day. Oh, well, I think you got nice pecs. Yeah, I was looking at your boobs. You got a lovely pair. I know they're silicone. And Caroline Flack was always sort of had her tits out, and they were obviously fake. And she had a nose like she'd been punched by someone. It was all flat. But anyway, so right, so I'd never heard of this woman, and I'd never seen the show Love Island, and I'm not going to watch it because it's bullshit. But anyway, just before Christmas, about the 18th or something, there's a headline comes through. It says Caroline Flack arrested after hitting boyfriend with a lamp. So at that point, I'm thinking, who gives a fuck? Who's Caroline Flack? Uh, but last week, she hanged herself either as a cry for attention or she was just too shit scared of being banged up. No great loss. But the news afterwards had me scratching my head. Z-list celebrities blubbing and saying what a wonderful person she was, and how the accusations killed her and the media killed her and the TV networks didn't defend her, and the CPS are the criminal the Crown Prosecution Service, who, once the police had given the evidence, the Crown Prosecution Service has to work out whether it should go to trial or not. Now, in this case, her boyfriend, who's like a little toy boy, he's a male model, so you're going to expect him to get a lot of attention off women. Anyway, she got a little boy. He was in bed. She decides she's going to read his text after he was asleep. See something she didn't like, went up with an onyx lamp, smashed him over the head. Now, in a state of terror, the man telephoned the police, says she's trying to fucking kill me. The police turned up with body cams, so they got evidence of everything that happened that night, and apparently it was a bloodbath. It was horrific. This is domestic violence. Remember that. Domestic violence, it doesn't matter whether it's man or woman. it is a terrifying situation to be in. And also, the thing is with domestic violence is that sometimes the partner, usually the partner, will try and manipulate the victim. And this didn't happen in this case. It was more a case of, I think, the boyfriend thought, I've got a nice little number. It was an argument, and I'll take it because I'm a little girl. And he withdrew, but he withdrew the charges. But it shouldn't, and it didn't work like that. The CPS carried on saying it's going to go to court because what he said was irrelevant because he's a liar. It didn't happen. She attacked him. She's a psycho. She's obviously on cocaine or something. And she thought she was going to get away with it. And when it came through a couple of days or the day that she killed herself, she couldn't handle it. She was too much of a coward. She could smash that guy over the head with a lamp. But when it come to um, the police dealing with her, oh, my career's ruined. And this is the thing. It should be ruined. You shouldn't be on the TV. You're a fucking psychopath. And yet these people they're singing about her. The Brits last night was a left wing joke. It was some fucking idiot who she'd been out with when he was 17-year-old. But I love you. And oh, we were all in tears and all through TV this week, all on the early morning TV. Oh, I'm in tears. All these people with plucked eyebrows. And honestly, the whole point is this is a very good law. You have to ignore the victim in domestic uh, abuse cases sometimes because they might have been threatened or for whatever reason they've been manipulated somewhere or other, and the police should get straight through and prosecute the assailant. And this is what was going to happen in this case. She knew she was going to get banged up. She killed herself rather than take it. She thought she had the world at her feet, and she didn't. And this is the sort of shit we're dealing with in this country at the moment. Anyway, she's dead. Good fucking riddance. Fuck you, you slut. Anyway, while we're talking about daytime idiot TV, the presenter of this morning is a bloke called Phil Schofield. Now, he's been around on TV for years and years and years. A wishy-washy looking guy, all smart hair. Now, when a man's got a full head of hair at the age of about 60, you start to think to yourself, he must be queer because, a highly sexed man usually lost all his hair. Because the old bald patch is the solar panel for a sex machine. I'm not bald because I'm invisible, but there you go. Anyway, look, this guy Phil Schofield has come out as gay at the age of 57. Now, this stopped all the clocks all over England for a week. And why was this such a big deal? Well, I shall tell you. He is married and he's got 2 kids. He's been married for 25 years. So why would he want to just come out and upset his wife and kids all of a sudden? Well, I don't think it was like that. I think his wife and kids have known he's a fucking queer for years. In fact, everybody in that TV studio knew that he was a bender. In fact, a lot of people used to turn up and say, oh, the host, lovely bloke, he's gay, isn't he? When they see this black bloke running up and down after him. But anyway, this little black boy, he got the sack a couple of weeks ago, just before Schofield decided to say he's coming out as gay. So, put 2 and 2 together. He had to say he was queer before his black boyfriend did. It's a crazy world, isn't it, folks? I'll be back on shortly. Ta-ta.